Here we go. We're going to wrap this thing up. Let us take them individually. We start with Pickens and we end with Chandler Owens. What has Pickens done for the advancement and elevation of the race industrially, commercially, politically, since he has been here? All he has done is talk, and everybody has been talking here. Talk is cheap, brother. Everybody can do that except the man who was born dumb. And the things that Pickens is speaking about for the last 40 years, that he has been here. Hold on. And the things that Pickens is speaking about for the last 40 years that he has been here are the things that even a Negro child today is speaking about. So after all, he is no more use than the smallest child. He is no better use to the community than a child. And you know how much use a child is to the community. Yo, he bugging. I guess we understand what he means. I don't think he means just cast off children. They have their place. Any irresponsible idiot can get up in this hall and say that President Harding is no good, that he is not a statesman, that he does not know how to run the American government. Any idiot can get up here and say that Woodrow Wilson was a fool for declaring war against Germany. But that doesn't make him so. So that I want you to realize that what Pickens has said and is saying, any fool can. The thing is not what you say, but what you do. Now, and there was applause after that. They didn't like this Pickens guy, obviously. Now I am willing to be classified as the greatest fool in the world. Now that's kind of humility. I am willing to be classified as the greatest idiot in America. I am willing to be classified as an impossible man if after we have compared the work of Marcus Garvey with W.E. Du Bois and Weldon Johnson with Pickens and Chandler Owen and with Randolph, Garvey cannot show accomplishment for accomplishment on par with the achievement of the other men. Let us ask what they have done. We have all lived in New York for the last 5 years. Du Bois lived at first out in Brooklyn, and now he lives at Edgecombe Avenue. Johnson has been living here for the last 5 years. Now I am willing to stand comparison in the way of achievement with these gentlemen this minute or tomorrow morning. Let us ask Du Bois what he has done for the Negro people in his immediate vicinity. Let us ask Johnson what he has done for the Negro people in his own community. Let us ask Pickens what he has done for the Negro people in his immediate vicinity. And let us ask Owens and Randolph the same question, and let them ask me the same question, and I will tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock take you to 56 West 135th Street and show you between 70 and 80 Negro men and women employed. Then I will take you to the various enterprises in Harlem controlled by the UNIA, and I will there show you hundreds of Negro men and women employed in these enterprises at grocery stores, laundry, hotel printing establishments, applause. I will also show you property owned by the thousands of dollars, all the results of our work in 3 years. And if you say we cannot be measured by what has been done in the immediate community, I will take you to other parts of America, and I will show you a duplication of the same thing as in New York. Now, if these men can show me where they employ 50, they employ 100 or 1,000 Negro men and women, then I am willing to say that I am a big fool. Then I am willing to say that I am an idiot and hand the palm over to Pickens and company. But my friends, what have they done? Cries from the audience. Nothing, nothing, nothing. They have been talking for the last 10 years, and you have had to pay for their talk. Laughter. They have been writing for the last 10 years, and you have had to buy their trash for 10 and 15 cents every month. That is all the agitation amounts to. Can race be saved that way? No, no, no. Every student of political science, every student of political economy, every student of economics knows that the race can only be saved through a solid industrial foundation. Applause. That the race can only be saved through political independence. Take away industry from a race, take away political freedom from a race, and you have a slave race. Thus, you realize the usefulness of the Universal Negro Improvement Association in advocating an industrial program for the race. Applause. Hence, you realize the purpose of the Universal Negro Improvement Association in declaring for an independent nation of our own. And I can touch my face. The fool who condemns a movement like this are without sense, are without brains. But men, let me tell you, they are not such fools after all. They are the paid agents of the ancient enemy to cut you off from the vision that you have husbanded. They are the paid agents of the ancient enemy to disrupt you in this hour of world readjustment. If these ancient enemies of ours obstruct the vision of 400 million Negroes for a while, they will be able ultimately to completely control Africa and once and for all seal the doom of this race and ours. It is a bigger question than you seem to understand, these socialist time servers who have been trying to inoculate us with the doctrine of socialism know nothing about the thing they advocate. If these men had sense, if they had vision, if they had common honesty as Negroes, they would keep as far from socialism as Michael the archangel keeps from the devil. Because socialism is only another form of white control that the white man is going to fasten around the neck of the Negro peoples of the world. They tell us that socialism will cause us to be treated with better considerations than other political isms, which we have followed during the last 50 years in America and the last 80 years in this Western world. Men, can you imagine a change of attitude, a change of action from the same lion? No, no, no. That swallowed your brother 2 days ago. If you cross him today, if some conversions did not take place, why these people are asking us to accept socialism from the very same men who have been devouring us for 300 years. Before you can accept socialism as a cure, you have to change the white man's soul, and that the Negro socialists have not done yet. As proof that the socialist soul has not changed yet, he is the same Republican, the same Democrat as other white men. I will refer you to an incident that occurred not very long ago in one of the New York dance halls, where a misguided Negro by the name of Claude McCabe was urged by a socialist editor to attend a dance, saying that he would be treated by white socialists better than white Republicans. This was an inducement to him to become a member of the Socialist Party. He was told that Negroes should be socialists and that the socialists would be kindly disposed to Negroes, would be more sociable and so forth. He was invited to a dance given by socialists. After 1,000 of his compatriots of his own organization met, and what did they do? They smashed up the dance hall. They closed down the dance hall. He attempted to dance with a white socialist woman. So much for the sincerity of socialism. The same thing that happened to Claude McCabe in that socialist gathering is the same thing that would have happened down in Texas or in Georgia. White men would not put up with or stand for a black man dancing with white women or being in a dance hall with white people, even if all of the attendees were socialists. Hence you realize that whether it is socialism or any other politicalism, there is absolutely no change on the part of the other fellow, and the best thing you can do is to devise, to create a politicalism of your own. That is the work, the propaganda of the United Negro Improvement Association. And I again present it to you straight for your favorable consideration. And this ended to great applause. So, Marcus Garvey. There's a lot to unpack there, and I'm not going to unpack it. I mean, I added my little 1 and 2s to it. I read that for those who didn't want to read it. But it's up to you, and use what you want to use. And you're welcome.